Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to build day 7 of Prelude of the Chambered version 2. Let me get, right off the bat, I'm going to get the view fixed, like I do every time. Yeah, one of these days I should set that, like have that as a fixed resolution or whatever. But at the same time, I modify it every time, so I don't know. I'll get it right one of these days. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one of these days. Okay, there we go. Alright, so today we're going to try to get to the point where we can start building building walls digitally, virtually. Virtual walls in a virtual universe. Virtualception. So last episode we got some good stuff done. It was really awesome. We got viewable stuff on the left side of the screen. It looked good. The occlusion culling system was working great. And now basically the first thing we're gonna have to do is take these power stacks, which feed activation and deactivation signals to each of the data rows, over onto this side because they are missing on this side. So hopefully that'll be a simple copy and paste, but most likely it won't because nothing's ever as simple as it should be. Alright, one thing, it is an interesting thing that came up between last week and this week, is a very, very awesome Redditor by the name of Gremilcar. I'm probably butchering his name. Gremilcar, I'll just go with Gremilcar, was able to come up with a system for the occlusion culling, like this, that not only fits in a much smaller space, but operates much more quickly because the pistons, instead of coming down and there having to be a repeater to continue the signal, the pistons came down, and this block here was one block lower, and essentially just would cut off the signal of the step. So you'd have a redstone, it would come down here and then up over, and the piston as it came down would cut out that that redstone and stop that signal from propagating. And so he had a system, and it looked like it would work good. It was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I did not. Not unfortunately. Well, I should say unfortunately. Let me get back on track here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Unfortunately, to build such a device would require gutting this again, and basically putting that new system in place of what is currently here. After a lot of debate, because the increased efficiency, we're talking about, taking out all these repeaters entirely and just having, redstone instead of repeaters, which is awesome and would increase the rendering speed by like at most 6 ticks, which is quite a bit, really. I mean, that's over half a second improved rendering time. But honestly, I've been at this stupid thing for so freaking long that I'm tired of dealing with this stupid imagery. I'm done with the imagery. I got it. It works. I am satisfied with those 6 ticks. And also, I don't really want to subject you all to gutting the whole thing and redoing it again, because we've done that pretty much almost, it seems, every episode. I'm gutting something and replacing it with something else. So I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to. Now, we might revisit that at a later time, and go into and gut it at some point in the future. But today, I really just feel like I want to make some progress, some actual progress, as far as getting the level storage system built and put into place, because I have a lot of people asking me how I do that and how I'm going to do it, and I keep telling them that I'm going to do it the same way that I did it in the first version of Prelude of the Chambered, and that's true. It's just going to be a little more simplified because these things automatically, the automatic occlusion culling makes it a lot easier than trying to do it manually with two separate things and stuff, and it was tough, but we all know that. So basically what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be putting the level system together and tying it into the feeds. I don't know how far we'll be able to go in that, but we're gonna see how far we can get. It's basically how it goes every time. So first thing, like I said, we have to do is copy this over onto the other side, which hopefully will just be a matter of copy pasting. As I said, though, most likely it won't be, because nothing ever seems to be that simple with anything in this thing. So let's just go with what we got here. Let's see, make sure, yeah, we can take that off because that doesn't really matter. Okay, so first things first, we are going to copy and select. One thing, I finally got around to installing World Edit CUI. It was something that was recommended to me back, I think, in like episode 3 or something, but I totally spaced it out. Another Redditor hopped on there and not a Redditor, excuse me, a YouTube commenter recommended it again to me, and I was like, oh god, yeah, I totally forgot about that. That sounds really cool. So you'll see what that is in just a moment, but first, I see the sun's going down, which is not going to be very good, so we need to fix that with the good old P time at noon, so that we have some lovely daylight constantly forever. And yeah, so we're going to just select this out, starting here. As you can see, World Edit CUI actually gives us a visual representation of what we have selected. So instead of guessing and using math, because who wants to use math? Math sucks. Screw math. We are going to use visual representations because, we're lazy. And it's cool. So we have that selected there, and we have this selected here, and we select the whole great big whomping thing. You can see that we have a lovely red box that surrounds the entire selection. And that shows us that everything that we want to have copied is copied the way that it should be, or is selected the way that it should be, so that when we copy it, it'll all, so nothing will get left behind. So let's go ahead and try copying this, like so. I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to bring it out a little ways and rotate it around. Hi, I see Dead Kittens. Thank you. Hopefully I won't butcher your whole creation here. I'm going to post that. I'm going to flip this around 180 degrees. So we're going to flip 180. And we're going to unknown direction 180. Flip. Oh, no. Rotate. Wait, no, we need flip. Flip. Right. We do need flip because that way it'll mesh up on the other side. We need to have it flip in this direction, right? I think. Let's see. Flip in this direction, like so. So that when we paste it, like so, it should be the same as it was just in the other direction. Right? 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 Yes? Kind of? Maybe? I think so. I'm not going to be 100% sure until I hook it up to the thing. So let's actually take and hook it up to the thing. Here's our whole big group. Yep, we've got that. It should look like, because it's going to be a 3 and then a side one. So one that's sticking out is going to be on the front. And one that's sticking out is going to be on the front of the other side. So that should be perfect. Yay! I like it when, whoa! And see, this is good. This is good, because this will tell me that I've selected the entirely wrong thing. So I won't be, grabbing huge chunks of my device and messing with it like I may have done in the past. I don't know if I've actually screwed up like that bad in the past, but it wouldn't surprise me if I have. I may not have screwed up that bad on camera, but I have certainly screwed up that bad in my own venturings. What? Hey. What is... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's lagging. It's lagging. I might get kicked off the server. Oh no. Nobody's talking. Yep, I got kicked off the server. Well, shoot. Apparently I ticked off the server. Server doesn't seem to like me very much. Like every time I hop on there, I'm like, okay, let's do, and then it's like, nope, you're gone. Get off the server. I don't like you. I'm gonna go pee time at noon again because it's middle of nighttime. And where were we? So we selected that. Now we need to go down here and select the front end of this, which is actually over here. So I actually did it in the wrong place, which is fine. Huh? Right? Yeah. Oh, look at that. We got a nice box around. Oh, not quite everything. See, already, World Edit CUI has saved the day. What a great little app, or plugin, I should say. I highly recommend it to everybody who uses this kind of stuff because, you know, because this reason, right here. This is a good reason. So, cool. So we got that going, and we got that going, and it looks good, and so we're going to copy at the very front end so that I can actually, where is this? Yeah, copy. Let's do copy for now. I'll come back and get rid of that thing in a minute. But we're going to put the copy here, and we're going to stand right here and move out just a tad and hit the paste, and then pray to God that everything works. Hey, it worked. Cool. I think. Maybe. Perhaps. Let's see. Everything, yep, that all lines up with that. Go over here, that all lines up with that. Everything seems to be connected properly. We've got signals going into their respective lines. Can you ask why I'm doing this? Doing what? Oops. I'm stuck. I'm trapped in my own contraption. Doing what? I'm curious. Why am I doing what? Oh yes, please, by all means, Mort, assist with the repeaters. Basically, I pasted this all the way over here so that I made sure that when I rotated it, it lined up properly the way it should and wasn't going to cut into the device. That's kind of a safety sake. That can actually be gone now that all the rest of it works. So set air. Thwing. There we go. Yeah, Mort, if you want to help out with repeaters, I am all about that. All about that. That would be fantastic. Basically, yeah, let me get rid of that big block over there because that's scary. Okay, so we're going to go into here and basically, since both sides should be the same setup, we're going to just use the same, it should be roughly the same repeater positioning. You know, everything should line up all the way it should, which is, you know, like so. Icy Dead Kittens, hello. So we should be able to just mesh all this up by putting the stuff here, like so. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, stupid. Like, go with them. There we go. I had to pull out my headphones. And the reason I'm pulling out my headphones because I honestly don't know how loud these blocks are. So, like in every other episode, I've put on headphones so that when I make blocks and break blocks, it doesn't override what I'm saying, because that would suck. Since you all here to hear my lovely voice and not to listen to me making blocks. Or at least that's what I tell myself. So give me just a second here, and I'll plug this thing in. Boop. Okay. Alright, so we got... Doo-doo. Okay, that should be better. So now we should be back to normal. So let's start putting these repeaters up the way that they should be. And another YouTube commenter recommended that in the future I use replace when I was going through and doing all the repeater adjustments. I use replace repeaters instead of set repeaters and set redstone, and that was kind of a duh for me. Like, not saying that duh as in like, duh, I knew that, blah, blah, blah. No, duh as in that is what I should have been doing. And I don't know why I was using set redstone instead of, you know, replace. That was stupid on my part. Very, very stupid. So yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Appreciate that. You know, it was good. And that doesn't matter, right? Yeah, cool. Yeah, sometimes I do stupid things. I am human. What can I say? I think all of these were just lined out the same each time. So if we do it all in one line, just for the sake of, you know, purtiness, because it's purty. I like it when it's purty. And we don't want to mess with these because these ones are already messed up. Well, not messed up, but set up. Not messed up. God, I hope they're not messed up. Okay, so we're gonna be placing repeaters, which is what I was doing for, like, you know, a good chunk of the last end of the last episode, and you know, hopefully we won't be doing this for too much longer because frankly it's boring and all that good stuff. Okay, so we got some other things here. We got some. Oh yeah, because yay, people are helping. I like it when people help because it makes it less boring. It makes it much easier for all of you to enjoy. Oh, yeah. See, that's what I thought. Okay. I see dead kittens. Hold up, just a second. When you're doing when you are doing the long ones, the repeaters that are on the long side over here, make sure that you kick it back and line them all up by one. And the reason is because if you put a redstone repeater right here, it will block the data, and we don't want to block data because blocking data is bad. So, oops, that one was supposed to be there. There we go. Hopefully that makes sense to you. I do hope. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, and good. Ampharos, or one Ampharos 1 says that the stream is freezing every 5 seconds. Is this something that everybody else is experiencing? Is this an ongoing problem, or is it just him? I can't really tell because I'm streaming, so I'm not actually watching what I'm doing. Hopefully it's not a problem. Okay, well, everybody's saying it's fine, so I'm not going to worry about it. Sorry that it's being glitchy for you. I am Fabrice. I don't know why it is. Wish I could help. Might also be location-based. Might be connection-based problems. I don't know. I am not a... Oops. Right. I can't put things there. Shoot. I'm breaking my own thing because we're putting this stuff here. So we get that, and we actually need to bring this, I guess, back by one. Hi, Mort. Yes, there is actually. There's it's the live stream chat. I did block data again. You're right, Soren. You're right. The live stream is just it's the live stream chat. So that's where I'm seeing these other chats that are non-people that are not on the server. Non-RDF member chats, and man, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Okay, I don't know if I'm breaking stuff. I'm probably breaking stuff by bringing it down. How am I gonna do that? All right, let's hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay, so we don't. No, that's not supposed to be right. Oh no, that is right. Okay. Right. So if we do this, we block data. If we put it back one, we have a problem of it running into stuff. See, this works fine. Yeah, why is this one working fine? And this one, let's go back up there. Maybe I'm just being dumb, which is very likely because, let's face it, sometimes I just be dumb. Okay, so that one is where it is supposed to be, but that's also a problem because, see, we are now running out of stuff. So I think what I did was, oh, yep, okay, I remember. I had to put the things right here. Add another. Don't mind me. I'm just forgetting what I did before. Gremmelcar says that I can change the colors after the live stream. Yeah, I suppose I could. You know, I could. But the whole point of the live stream was for everybody to see all this stuff kind of live, you know, to see it as it's going, so that people can have an understanding of what it takes. I mean, I could finish this whole thing in between this episode and the next one, but that's not really the point. The point of this is to show that stuff takes some time and it takes some effort, and so that people can see the whole process from start to finish. Okay, thank you for lighting up. That had me a little concerned there. So, you know, there's that. And so I'll just have another thing. I know I've already showed them. Well, I showed them building the culling system that I built, but I haven't showed them building the culling system that you recommended. So that would be a whole different system, which would be a whole different thing, which requires a whole bunch of other stuff and blah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. So I will do it, most likely. I mean, I'll probably get in there and do it in one of these episodes, but it won't be, let me just fix this. I'll fix it. Oh, crap. Shoot. Whoops. I'll fix it in one of the episodes, but it's not, like I said, it's not going to be today's episode. Today's episode, we're going to be actually making some other progress because I'm bored of dealing with all of this stuff. And I don't know if you guys are too or not, but I'm guessing you are. I'm just going to make the assumption that you are. Let's see some real progress. Readers on your most recent levels are wrong. Space with one block repeater. Is it this one? No, this one seems to be okay. We'll check the one below. That one's okay. Check the one over. Oh yeah, this one's wrong. You're right. You are right. We need to bring these guys back a space, which is fine. Thank you, Jeff Dude. I appreciate that. See, what would I do without you guys to keep me on track? I'd do a lot of debugging is what I'd be doing. Okay, so that one's right. 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 Man, I got the army of the RDF working for me again. You guys are so awesome. I cannot stop complimenting you guys on your awesomeness. Just throwing that out there. Hello, Mort. Mort has found the live stream chat. Good for Mort. Yay, Mort. Okay, so now we should be seeing mostly nothing, but in fact we are seeing a few things. That's not good. What is with this shadow? What is causing that shadow? Hello, shadow. What are you being caused by? I don't know. That's weird. Alright, well, maybe just a lighting error. Because there are lighting errors. And they do happen. Okay, so we are getting fed a signal from somewhere. Where are we getting fed to? We're getting fed the signal from the color. That's right. Because that makes sense because the colors have not put a thing there. A hole in the stair layer. That's not good. Ah, that's terrible. Well, that'd be easy fix. Here. Well, actually, you got this. I believe that Mort has this. It is missing invisible blocks, yes. The blocks that are missing are causing a shadow, which I don't even... The invisible blocks do not cause shadows, but when there are no blocks there, there is a shadow. Yes, because lighting. That is how lighting works, I guess. Now we've got the 3 pixels in the middle here. I'm not sure. I mean, I know they're getting fed by one of these back here, but I'm not sure which one. So let's find out which one. Where is this getting fed from? Looking for on signals. I don't see any on signals. Anybody else see? Oh, here we go. On signals. What is on? Okay, this is on. Why is this on? Because it is missing a repeater. Yay, debugging! Ta-da! There we go. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. And the other side is showing up what you... Well, actually, it should be... There should be a third block here that should be on. Let's see why that third block is not there. Okay, so you got 1, 2, and this is 3. So that third signal is getting passed through properly. Alright, let's get into the jail here. Into the jail. So the third signal is getting passed through. It's coming along. It's coming down. It gets here. And yet there's no third piston being pushed. Why is there not a third piston being pushed? That's weird. That's very weird. Let's break a redstone. I heard a piston move. Activate the redstone again. Activate the redstone again. Yay! Okay. Now that should have fixed whatever was the thing. And we should have 3 pixels at the top corner of the screen. Just like so. Good. Good, good, good. That's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know why it was stuck, but it was stuck. Alright, so now what we're going to be doing... Yes, we do be lagging a little bit. I noticed. Alright, so now what we're going to do is the same thing that we did with the other side, but with the more condensed stack, but we're going to do it with the thinner stack, which is this one. So we're going to take and stack this out a bit. It's going to be there, so we can do it here. Okay, so we need a selection here. And it's going to grab these, and we might have some problem with that. I don't know. Well, we'll find out very shortly. And I'm going to go down here. And this block here. And wait, nope. Wait. Nope. This block here. Ooh, ah. Okay. So that should have selected all of the selectifications to select. And then, well, not quite. It didn't select these, but that's okay. That's superfluous anyway. That's a fun word. Superfluous. Anyway. Alright, so let's take and we're going to do the same thing we did before. Make sure everything works right. Copy this bad boy. Run out here. Flip it this way. Flip it this way. And paste it. And let's see what we got. We have what appears to be and what should be. Right? Right? Yeah, that looks good. Make sure, so we should have a little curvy bit in the front, right? Yeah, so if we put this around here, a curvy bit in the front, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the way it should be. Now we will select everything again via methods. Not quite that much of everything, thank you. Okay, there we go. Alright, so then we have that. I'm going to take this here, we're going to cut so that it'll just boop. And fly over here. And then cross our fingers and paste. Looks like we're going to erase some of our older stuff down below, but that's okay. Because a lot of that older stuff was old. Oh, no, I didn't actually didn't erase anything. Good. Yay. Alright, let's get rid of that selection so it gets out of our face. Alright, so we've got all the signals that are supposed to be going up where they're supposed to be, and they're not interfering with the signals that are over here, so we should theoretically have nothing on the screen, and we have stuff on the screen. Probably because of the one-tick pulses. I'm guessing, from just it being all messed up. So we're going to take and activate all of these. Okay, good. Perfect. So now when I reactivate, like so, like so, like so, that should have refreshed. It did not refresh. Weird. It went back. Okay, so let's figure out if we can, let's see if we can figure out where those random pixels are coming from. Yeah, let's, well, here, we'll just bring it all online. Bring it all online. And find one of the pixels that's on. Here's the pixel that's on. Where are you coming from? Oh, looky here. Now we have the answer. The answer is the deactivation signal is not propagating properly. It is not going all the way across like it should. And thus, it is letting some signals get through when they shouldn't get through. Like this. This should be off right now. And of course, it is not. So, that explains that. There's a few of these. The ones that are connected, the ones that are actually connected to run all the way through, shouldn't even have staircases on this side because they don't need them. So what I'm going to do is cut some of this stuff out. Let's see. So we're gonna go. Let's find all the ones that are in the middle. Okay, that don't have middle. And we're going to add a repeater here. Let's get rid of this repeater here. And this here. It all makes sense again. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? What is our situation? And how are we going to solve this situation? Well, if we put... I want to solve this quick and easy, the same way that I did last time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this repeater back on every single one, and we're going to copy that up so that it works properly. So there we go. Pow! Cool. And then we're going to go up another level, and we're going to break this one, and we're going to put a repeater where it should be. Which is somewhere around here. Repeater should actually be right where this guy is. Cool. Ta-da! That works. Except it doesn't work because it breaks that. We have that same problem over here. No, we don't. Okay. Cool. Fixed. Thank you, Mort. Appreciate that. Your assistance in this matter is awesome. Actually, we can tear this out now. Get rid of that one. Let's see. So we're going to keep going straight up so that we can make sure that the propagation of the signal goes all the way across. So I'm going to put one here, which is good. Oops. Get rid of this one because we don't need this one now. There we go. And we're going to keep going up and do the same thing for the one above it, because that's not right. And we need to replace its little thing here. So put the block here, put another block here. Oops. There we go. And put our repeater, and problem solved. And now we're going to move it back one and stick a thing here. So that's a little more complicated than I would like it to be. I'll have to check the ones below this one too, because they'll probably have that same problem. Let's see, we're going along. We're going to put a thingy right here because that won't matter. Everything works the way it's supposed to there. And actually some of the, yeah, that's right. Never mind. Just getting ahead of myself yet again. Oops. Yet again. Okay, let's put a block here. We're going to stick a block here. Ooh. Oh, so close. Okay, I'll do it that way. Wait. There we go. Oops. I was on the wrong side of the block. There we go. Now we can place a repeater right here. And I could chew that out, but I'm lazy. So, there we go. Yeah, no. And we're going to put another one right here, like so. And replace this repeater. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this vertical section and duplicate it across the other ones. Well, across the ones that are split in the middle. The ones that aren't split in the middle have to have their own repeater settings, and I'll have to copy and do that, all that good stuff. So that's a whole nother issue, whole nother problem. But we'll address that when it comes, because it will come. Okay, so now we do and pow and pow. Yeah. Alright, so let's put down. Okay, so I'm gonna put another one here. Yeah, here. Another one here. Okay. I see somebody's asking about the IP, but I already got that. Speaking of IP addresses, just as an FYI to everyone on the live stream and who will be watching this on the YouTube channel, there is a brand new Redstone school that the RDF has just brought online. And it is open to the public, unlike our main build server, which you have to have a whitelist to get in. And the school server is set up for people who are curious about Redstone or want to learn Redstone and all that kind of stuff. We have a bunch of teachers on there. They all basically answer your questions, show you how to build things, and it's everything from like double doors to CPUs and piston-based displays like this and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So the IP address for that is SC, that's Sam Charlie, .theRDF.net. So it's basically the same, it's very similar to the main build server's IP address, but with a SC in front instead of an MC. And if you hop onto there, there's a free build area where you can build some stuff. You can apply to be a student on our forum, and that will allow you to have building rights and have your own little plot so that you can build your own stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to go on there. There's all kinds of cool people. There's lots of people who are just learning this stuff and learning the basics, and we've got a lot of great teachers who are very, very good at helping you figure out, what the heck is binary and what's a 7-bit decoder, and how do 7-segment displays work, and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. Again, the IP address is SC, Sam Charlie, .theRDF.net. So yeah, check it out. It's pretty sweet, I must say. Yeah. And a big thanks to Titanic Nut and Douglas for getting that all set up and put together, as well as a whole bunch of other people. It's not just them. I mean, this was a huge, huge, huge project. So yeah, it was a huge thing getting that server set up, and a lot of people put a lot of effort into it, and it turned out really awesome. I'm really, really proud of it, and I'm really hoping that all of you that are not familiar with Redstone and want to kind of get a leg up on it can get some good use out of it. So yeah. All right. Back to disconnected by restarting. All right, well, since that's restarting, and it might take it a second, I'm just going to pop on the RDF school server right here. There's currently 14 people online. I'm just going to pop in, say hi, be quick and easy, and I'm going to bounce out because the build server should be back up. So we'll doing that. Say hello to everyone. Hi, everybody. And yeah, so this is the free build area. This is where I'm hovering at right now. It's not the spawn, of course, but you can be, our people will direct you there. And yeah, there's some really cool stuff on here. this is a free build area, so what you build is not necessarily going to be, here for a very long period of time or anything, and it is subject to potential griefers, so watch out for that. Yeah, you can totally check out all this cool stuff, build your own stuff here, and learn from it, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop back up. I would love to go check out that new RAM Gremel car, but I'm gonna hop back onto the build server at the moment because we're in the middle of something. So there we go. Ta-da! We are back. Okay, so where were we? Adding some stuff. Adding repeaters, fixing stuff, making everything work the way it's supposed to, so we don't have dead pixels or funky pixels or random pixels or stuff. So let's put the thing here, and we'll put the thing here, like so, and stick a repeater here. Break that. Put a redstone and stick a repeater. Wash, rinse, repeat. Must be close to the top by now. We must be. We must be. That's an easy one. Move that. Put that there. And we're gonna keep going up. And of course, we have to put a do thing here too. So there we go. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, we're gonna stick a thing here. And replace the thing here. And go up and do the same over and over again. do. I almost kind of feel bad when I'm doing this kind of stuff. I mean, because it's probably fairly boring to my poor viewers. We're just sitting here just like same thing over and over and over again. Yes, let's watch this guy just, you know, break repeater, replace repeater, break repeater, replace repeater. And it's got to be pretty boring, you know, because there's not really much getting done per se. It's just getting fixed. Yeah, for the people who are hopping on here like, let's see how this stuff actually gets put together. Well, this is kind of how stuff actually gets put together. There is always debugging, it seems. So, I mean, it's realistic, at least. But hopefully it's not too boring at the same time. Alright, put the thing here. Oh, we made it to the top! Yay! Okay. Excuse me. Alright, so we're going to put a redstone repeater in a place where there's stuff. Oh god, please don't ever do that again. I don't know. Might be another one coming when I get this whole thing put together. I'm gonna be squeeing like a little schoolgirl. Yes. Okay. Right. So that's it. That's all we have to do for this one. For the for this stuff. Yeah, debugging manually, as Herp says, and it's true. There is much manual bugification. I mean, imagine if you're like if you had to do this for your computer at home. Like, it's like, oh, Windows has encountered an error. Please open up your CPU and go to transistor block, 2 billion by 765,000 in your 32-bit processor, and hope you brought a soldering iron, and oh god, no one would ever own a computer. On the other hand, IT guys would probably make insane amounts of money off of fixing things. But at the same time, most people would probably just throw out their computers and go buy a new one at that point. I know I would. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, yeah, screw that. Alright, so that's all looking good, and I think that that's how it's supposed to be. We got everything powered properly, and everything's in its proper hidden locations and stuff. So we're going to take this line, and we're going to copy it all. Let's see. Put it here. Right? Yes. Excellent. I believe that's correct. I hope that's correct. I think it's correct. We're just going to roll with, yeah, that's right. Because we're just going to roll with, yeah, that's right. And everything else is connected properly. Everything's set up properly. So, yeah, that's right. Famous last words. Copy. Okay, so put that there. Okay, so this one's connected, so we don't want to copy that over. This one's not connected, so let's go ahead and paste it. And we can make sure we're staying in the right spot. Paste. Okay. I heard some piston noises, so that's generally a good sign. Good thing. Yes, good things. All good things. Those are all good things. Those are all happy, happy, good things. Okay, so that's another one. There's another one that's broken, so we're going to place it here. We're going to paste it in its spot. Paste. Okay, good. And we've got two more broken ones on the end here, so we're going to paste those as well. There's a couple things that I'm going to shave off now. Shave off now. And it'll act as good markers for the other stuff, because these connected ones actually are going to be controlled solely by one stack, because there's no point in doing it any other way. We'd just be duplicating stuff. So we're going to pop this and turn this around, like so. And that'll be easy. We're going to just pop and turn them all around, like all as we go all the way down. So we do this. Well, not quite, apparently, because of course not. Because of course it can't be that easy. Why would it be that easy? That's ridiculous, assuming it's going to be easy. Psh. How dare me? Alright, so we've got this, and we've got this, and it's going to go over. I'm going to put this here, because it's going to control those last few pixels. Oh, there'll still be a lot of random pixels, I have no doubt. I see dead kittens, because that's just how this is going to end up rolling. Okay, so if we select this, we'll go all the way down to the bottom. And we select that. There we go, set air. And that will get rid of all of that. Square, like it should. And yet retain everything that it's supposed to retain, like it should. So, oh, hey, it's getting dark. I just now realized that. I need to change the time. Tea time at noon. Yay! I can see! Okay. No, put that in there. That looks good. We got this other thing. That looks good. Everything's functioning the way it should. So let's just keep it going down the way down the line. Okay, so if we turn that guy around, that'll take care of that. We'll go down and break that. And turn the other guy around. Oh, I guess there's not really another guy to turn around, but we'll just place one. We'll make there be a guy. And we'll stick another one right here. Because reasons. Okay, so we go down and we turn this guy around. And yeah, so we're going to have to do this whole thing essentially for any of the ones that are connected in the middle. But that's so far at least seems to be like a very easy fix, so you know, that's cool. It's not like the other one, which was kind of a pain in the butt because we had to add blocks and add stuff. We don't have to add nothing. We don't have to add nothing. Nothing but nothing. Alright, so turn this one around and then we'll take care of that. I like that row. Those rows are fun. These rows are a little more complicated. I like the one where I can just go click, click, and it's all done. Why? Because I am a lazy bastard. Well, well, it's a little different than the ones above it, but same effect. Doesn't matter. Okay. Put this and turn this around. Dow. Cool. And then stick this together and flip this around like so. And then stick a repeater here, and that's good. So I'm not actually having to debug it right now. I already know what the bug is. Whoa, wait, that's not right. I already know what the bug is for this. That's weird. There's just a block missing here. There shouldn't be a block missing here. Weird. That is weird. Huh. Alright, well, we'll just roll with that. Apparently one of them has a block missing in the middle, which is, you know, now that we're going through and fixing the signal propagation problem, we came across something that we didn't even know needed fixing. Hey, I can English. Cool. Alright, so now we'll just flip this guy around like so. He's good. He's good. Break you, fix you. Stick a repeater here. Exactly, Treeson. Couldn't have put it better myself. Sweet. Mort says manually debugging is still better than Windows. Sometimes I can definitely understand that sentiment. An error occurred during troubleshooting. Yes. Or those error messages like, error, unknown error. Well, thanks for letting me know. All right, that's super helpful. Da-bum, da-bum. Macs. Yeah, Macs are a whole different breed of interesting debugging. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you wanted to get in there and fix that? Yeah, we don't really allow users to access that part of your computer. That's kind of like, you know, just bring it into a shop. We'll fix it for you, no problem. For $600. Yeah. Stick this one here and break this one. Oh, whoa, getting ahead of myself. There we go. And stick a repeater here, and voila. Hey, we're getting down to the end. We're at the end. Oh my god, that's fantastic. That should be it, right? Yeah, you have lit redstone on all these blocks, and everything's working right, and somehow magically it's all functioning the way it should be. Okay, well, let's copy this. We have got some copying to do. Okay, so let's take and copy it from here because we don't really need anything else. Copy from there. Select the other one, which is down here, and yeah, that's all we need. Copy. Let's zap up to the top because I like copying and pasting from the top because I can have better positioning that way. So, copy. Oh, I know there's still a couple of pixels. There will be until I copy this over the way it should be onto the other blocks. Paste, like so. And one more. paste like so. And we should have some propagation of all of the signals the way it should be. And we're going to take and tear out a few extra pieces. Actually, let's take this to... Wait, make sure this is not one of... Okay, good. This is one of the ones we want to get rid of. And bunk. Go like so. And set air. Cool. So we can get rid of the staircase on this side for that. There's another one over here. Let's see, what's our screen look like? It should look clear. Yeah. Oh, yes. Finally. I say it should look clear, and it does look clear. It's the first time that's happened in a while. Alright, let's see. So let's take and chop out this thing here. Set there. And that'll get rid of that. And I think that was all of them, right? There was just this one, and this one are all there. Okay, yeah, we've got a lovely screen. Get rid of that. Be gone. Thank you. Cool. Super, super cool. We've got everything working the way it should be. So that when we disable some of these things, like, let's see, if we disable this one, we should have a very lovely image. Oops, I think I disabled the wrong one. Yeah, I did. Ha 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 ha. That one goes back. If we disable this one, good. And if we disable the same one on the other side, wait a minute. What? What do? Okay, so it is the third one. Okay, good. Whew, getting myself all confused. Alright, so let's go down here. And if we disable this guy, like so, we should have the same thing on the other side. Yes, we do. Excellent. And then if we go over onto the third, back to this side again, if we disable this one, I think we should have... That should be going all the way across, but it is not. That is a problem. Let's find out why. Why you no cooperate? Okay, so this is the one, right? Yeah, this is the one. We have some... Where is the torches for this? Okay, here's the torches for this. It's not getting all the way across, even though it should. Okay. Why? What? Why? Oh, hey, we have an issue. Oh, right. Now I remember. Right. Okay. Hang on, guys. I remember exactly why this problem was happening. And it's the same problem that we were having before with the other one. It's because the I haven't torn out the extra pieces to the occlusion culling system. Right. Okay, so let's take... let's see, how did we do that before? Oh, that's right. That's how we did it before. It doesn't really matter on the... I don't know if it matters on the front one or not. It probably does. So let's go ahead and just break it all. Break it all! Break it all! Well, not really all of it, but everything from this point on? Yeah. Yeah, everything from this point on. Alright? This is the first thing. Hang on, before I go breaking too much stuff, let's just let's do this right and proper. Fly around to the other side. Oops. Just torch there. Okay. So from this point, what we do is we take and disable this one, which should show us 3 pixels. Yep. Okay. So that is 3 pixels, which is how it should be. everything from 3 pixels inward at this point. So 1, 2, 3, basically from here on, all of these extra pistons are superfluous. There's that word again. Oops, no, don't connect. So we're going to just break all of this all the way down. Hey, at least that's nice and fast. Look at that. Pow, pow, pow. Cool. And we're going to do the same thing for the other side. So it goes across here. 1, 2, 3 pixels, and then break. And break. And break. And break. And break. And keep on breaking. Cool. So that's that one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to replace this and break the next one over, which is a full line and it doesn't actually have one over here, but we're going to, since that is replaced, it's good. Okay, so we only have 4 blocks. Why do we only have 4 blocks? There should be like lines of blocks coming off that. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. Because we have to put a pic. Ah ha 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 ha. Anyway. Well, yeah, it's supposed to be broken, which cuts the signals, but it also needs to be permanently on. I forgot that part, because right now, or permanently off, because right now it's permanently on, and by being permanently on, it breaks the thing. So, yeah, we'll keep on. Realistically, I should be going through and gutting that, and just tearing out all these extra sections, but I'll do that later. I don't want to gut out something that should not have been gut out and have to go back and replace it, because that's a serious pain, and I don't want to do that. So we're just going to go like that and continue up. And once we make sure that everything that is supposed to be gutted is, you know, marked essentially like this, then we can go through and gut it and not have any concerns about breaking stuff. Whereas, you know, before we would have some serious concerns about breaking stuff. Click, 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 click. Ooh, shit. Whoops. Yeah, well, that kind of works. Click. Alright, so now that that's all fixed, it's a good thing, and we should see nice long bars. Yes, we do. Yes, excellent. It works. Well, that part does. Now we just have to do the same thing for every other piece of the thing. So, yay. The long ones are all the way across, so they don't really have anything. Yeah, they're technically, they have their other sides are what need to be broken. And I can't really break the other sides here without actually breaking them, because like right now with it being on, it should be letting stuff that's next to it pass through. So we're going to be putting well, this is okay, so that piston's good, so we need to break that piston and that piston. Oh, not that one, my bad, whoops, that one's supposed to be there. So we break those pistons out like so, and actually tear that whole thing out. Yes, break everything. So break that, and then we're going to add some things. And you know that technically these repeaters don't even need to be here at this point. Like they could just, we can eliminate those. So that'll help pass the information through. That'll shave some ticks off like we like to do. And so we're going to take this and we're going to break this like so. Break, 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 break. Break, break everything. Break all the blocks. This is oddly satisfying. Okay, we're gonna put some things in. Oh, that should be there. Nope, that should not be there. Okay, so that's supposed to be there. These are not. Right? There should only be 2 lines that are, yep. 2 lines, so 2 pistons that are broke. And we're going to let these pass through. Okay, so basically what I'm going to have to do at this point is make sure that that is duplicated across all of these things. So if we go like this, we go like this, and select a very lovely block of things here. Let's see, if we take and we shift that, let's see if we expand. This is really, I love this little interface thing. This is awesome. Okay, so if we take this and we expand one up, which is awesome. We take that and we stack it one up. Stack one up. It should have taken. Ah, yes, it's beautiful. Stack 2 up. Oops. Stack 2 up. Yes, that is a beautiful thing. Okay, because we can totally stack it. Stack 1 down. And it works perfectly. Why does it work perfectly? Because it's just what it do. That's just what it do. Of course, now we're going to have an issue. I just realized that. Because this piston is here, we're going to have to change that into a repeater. I mean, non-repeater. I think. I'm pretty sure. But we'll see. Let's see. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Stack 18 down. Stat, right? That was supposed to, okay, good. Ooh, that was a nice little chunk of lag there. Why is this broke? I don't know. Let's fix that. Oh. I guess it doesn't really matter because that's just piston's going to come down and squish anyway, so there doesn't even have to be a block there. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so... yep. Ampharos says he's off to bed, so good night, Ampharos. Alright, let's see. So we got that. That's good. Yeah, that lag may have been me. It's a possibility. But I wouldn't think that much. I mean, that wasn't a whole lot. Stacking a little chunk, that shouldn't have caused that much lag. One would not think. But then, perhaps, one would be wrong. Okay, so where's the bit that we fixed? Here's the bit that we fixed. Okay, so let's see if we should put a... Okay, so we put that this here. Whee! Nice long section there. And put it here. Yeah, that's the way it should be. Expand one up. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now if we... That's not interacting with the staircase system, right? It's not interfering, it shouldn't be, right? Right. So if we go stack one up, we should still have, yeah, we do. Kind of. Oh, okay, I guess that's superfluous anyway, it doesn't really matter. Tear that out. Ha 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 ha. Die. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're gonna bring that up. Just stack it. Hang on. Let's make sure that's looking right. Yeah, that is indeed looking right. And there's no... Yeah, okay, cool. So we're going to stack that 2 up. Stack 2 up. And I'm going to go through this. And we're going to do the same thing. Stack 18 down. Okay. Just like so. Okay, so that should have fixed our little glitchy issue that we were having before. And by replacing the peanut there, we should have everything working over here, except for the part where there's the repeater stuck there. Because when there's a repeater stuck there, we have a problem. Because that should be extended, and it is not. Ta-da! Okay, so where else is ones that are not extended? Looks like somehow they're all extended. Except this one, which is just missing for some reason. Okay, I'm not sure why that's missing, but alright, whatever. Let's fix it. Nah! No, come back. It's supposed to be there. There we go. Okay. So that's good, right? Oh, except that's supposed to be extended. There we go. Well, yeah, my mic might be a bit quiet today because I'm kind of mumbling to myself rather than actually speaking. Yeah, sorry about that, I guess. My bad. What? Why are you not extending? Power on. Power on. Power on. Power on. What is even this? Ah, hey, ho, ha, hey, ha. Invisible block of doom. Okay, whatever. Fix that. Whatever that was going on. Yes, Jeff Dude, you are correct. It was a mysterious invisible block there. Don't know why, but there was one, and it has since been fixed. Okay, so that's fixed, and yeah, that should be good, and yeah, we should be seeing something there if I crank this sucker off. Okay, so if we do the third one, this one should be quite a bit easier. Because we have go away, just go, be gone with ye. Okay, so if we I've already got that fixed on this side, so now we just have to do the same fix on the other side. How far is that in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7th block in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like so. Is essentially what we should be seeing, right? Or is that not right? Yeah, that should be. So when this is broken, everything should raise except for this one, which is right, because this is the 7th block. Correct? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 active blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 active lines. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so now we just have to do the same thing for all the rest of them. Break you here. Add you here. Break here. Add here. Or not actually. No, add. No. Yeah, break. Break. Add. Break. Break. add. Break, break, add. Hey, this is kind of fun. Break, break, add. Break, break, add. How fun. How exciting. How amusing. Almost done with this row of pixels. Oops. Ha. Put it in the wrong place. My bad. There we go. Okay, that's it. So this one is done. Okay. Now, it's kind of interesting because it's kind of tricky. That anytime that there is a bit of graphics that are not on the right... Well, let's see. Let's make sure. Okay, that's right. So that one's done. Now we work on this one. This looks good. And it's also one of the middle ones. And we're going to put on here. Let's see if we have to put this through in the middle. The ones on the end. How many blocks on the end do we not have active? Because then we're going to have to do the same thing that we did before. Put that, and yeah, we want to keep that. We want to get rid of all of this. Break all the things. Okay, so something like that. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. We want to keep... We have a thing like so. That is good. That definitely needs to remain there. Does that change? Does that one's position change every time? It does. Alright, so we're going to have to make some small duplication type stuff. Which is cool. That's fine. Whatever. Whatever. And then we got to get rid of these repeaters. Like so. Replace it with redstone, like so. And then we're going to go... Now, it's every other one. It has the repeater in the same place, right? Let's see. If the repeater is here... No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Good. That's how we like it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to one of the nodes, which is up here. Yeah, like so. And we are going to carve it out as well. And carve it, carve all of the things. Carve it all back until we figure out how far back are we going? I guess I better figure that part out. That's important. I don't want to just hack into what should not be hacked into. So here. Yep. Oh yeah. It's everything from this far up. So die. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation in dying. Click. Okay. There we go. So that's good. It's very good. Except we got a problem. We are going to need something here, I guess, huh? Here? Here? Here. Yes. Excellent. Like so. So that has to stay. Do we have that problem on the one below it? We do have that exact same problem on the... Well, not exactly the same problem, but a very similar problem on the one below it. So let's fix that too. We're going to put it there, and then stick a repeater on the there, and be all happy and smiley and woohoo and stuff. Happy, smiley, woohoo. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so now we have the fun part of selecting this entire block and then shifting, or not shifting, excuse me, we do not want to shift. One does not simply shift. one does, however... I wonder if I could put this right here. Yeah? Yeah? Well, no, not really. 'Cause that's not where it's supposed to go. Right? Yeah. Yeah, see? Good. Okay. So that's good. Let's get rid of that block, because it is unnecessary. Let's make sure that that's not going to conflict with whatever's going on over here. It does not look that way. It does not look that way. And this one is, you know, because we're kind of tearing stuff out. Do we have a problem with that? I don't think so. Okay. I think that was just me chopping out a little too much. Getting a little chop happy. Yes. Okay. So if we shift that, or excuse me, and let's just try stacking. Stack one up and cross our fingers. And hope that nothing explodes in our face. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That's good. Okay, so let's stack it one more. Stack two up. Okay. Nice chunk of the section here. There's some superfluous stuff, but whatever. I go back through when I clean this thing up a bit. But I'm not going to do that right now because laziness. Let's see. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. Stack 7 down. 7.5. Not quite 8. Not quite. So we're gonna have to make some manipulations here. Manipulations, stipulations. Okay. So we click here. We'll go up here and we click yeah, right about here. Yep. Oh wait, no. Second position. What? Second. Oh yeah, second position set there. I need first position set here. I don't know why I broke that. First position set there. Okay, so that's that one, which needs to be copied down below. So we'll just go like this. We're gonna go copy. And we go break that. Stand there. Paste. Yay! It worked. At least it should have. Let's find out. Turn on. That works. That works. Everything seems to be working. It's all according to plan. Yeah, that's looking awful nice there. Looking awful nice. Awful darn nice. Jeff Dude says, Barrett, quick Prelude to the chamber, just make Minecraft. It's on my to-do list. I'm considering building a Minecraft version, yeah, of Minecraft in Minecraft, but it's gonna be a lot more complex than this, and by a lot I mean by like magnitudes more complex than this, because it's gonna have a lot of RAM and addressing and data and stuff. And I want to make sure that everything works right before I go diving into that. And I'm already learning a bunch of stuff from this. So, you know, imagine if I had to tear out an entire RAM system or something like 4 or 5 times instead of just the ROM display. That would be terrible. So, oh, okay, anyway, getting back to the thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to tear out 5 on this side too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And actually, I don't even have to tear out this one because honestly, I'm like lazy. And so I don't have to tear this out. I can just disable these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. I guess it's not so much lazy as I want to get to the more interesting things. I wanted to get to the stuff that, like, the actual programming of stuff, or not, maybe if not the programming, then at least the system that would store the programming for stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of like speed through this part, so we can always go through and cut this out when we have less time, or I mean less time. Yeah, let's do this when we have less time. No, I mean when we have more time. Chop, 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 chop. One of these times I'm going to run into a row of torches. Where's the row of torches? It's the actual data. It's got to be around here somewhere, right? One would think. One would think that it's around here somewhere. It must be data. Where is the data? Where is the data? I don't know. Oh, did I pass him? Oh yeah, hey, there it is. Here I am complaining about it, and I just flew right by it. Alright, so there's the data. Everything's good. It's the way it's supposed to be. So we're doing good there. It's very good. We can keep going. Oh, hey, did I finish it? I finished it. I think wow. Okay, well, let's just continue on. Okay, so that one's done. And now since that one's done, let's get rid of the selection so it's not confusing. And now we're going to activate this guy. Now this guy is a double-sided, right? So we're going to have to do it to both sides. But let's see what we see first. And that will give us a thing. Huh. Huh. Well. Huh. What was working before is no longer working again. That's a problem. Oops, let's go up here, because I think it's actually up here. Let's see, where is the active lines? There they are. Okay, so the active lines are going along, and this is where they get broken. Oh, and they get broken because this was not completed. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Was that not completed on all of them? Oh my goodness, that might not have been completed on all of them. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter for this one. No, that was... Yeah. It was not completed on this one either. Weird. How did I mess that up? Wait. Don't answer that. Because I already have the answer. The answer is because I'm just good like that. You should be extending. So I need to replace you with you. And you're already extended. You are not extended. So let's get you going here. Extended. Okay. You are extended. You are extended. You think you're extended. What? Yeah, whatever. Let's go up here. I think that there's an invisible block here, gentlemen. Or not. Or maybe the block was just flat out missing. Either way, that is how it should be. Nope. They are definitely missing. There's an invisible block here, guys. Oh, hey, look at that. The invisible block was not actually invisible. It was just a chunk of the pistons, somehow, or something. I'm just gonna let's just figure out what's going on with this and just punch stuff. Let's just punch the air. Because somehow that one got all screwed up. So we're going to dump, and we're going to dump, and we're going to go down. Right, no, hey, not like that. I want you facing down. Thank you. And I want you facing there. Good. And I want you facing here, like so. So that when I extend your pistons, or shut down your piston extensions, why are you not extending? What could you... Oh. There we go. I fix. I feel dumb. Now we'll break that. Okay. That all is working as should be. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so that's extended. That's extended. That's also extended. All of you are extended like you should be, right? For the most part, looks like. That is not extended. Okay, so let's fix that. Like so. Okay. And yeah, that one's extended, so we don't care. That one is not extended, so we do care. Good. Okay. And extended and not extended. Okay. Fix you. Ha. Extended, not extended. Ha. And extended and not extended. Well, this is getting old. And extended and not extended. I guess at least it's consistent. And extended. Okay, so that should be all of them. They should all be extended. Yes, so far so good. I see lots of extended blocks. That's what we like to see with the way it's supposed to be working here, and everything's looking good. Lots of extended blocks all the way through. Cool. And the other side I'm not too worried about because the other side should not be suffering from the same issue. It doesn't look like it is, according to over here. So, okay, so good. We fixed that problem. Now on to the next problem, which there is inevitably going to be. Let's see. The next problem is going to be a simple fix. We can just disable what goes beyond. Let's see. So it goes. Let's find our data. Okay, so here is the furthest point in, right? Yeah. So being that that is the furthest point in, cool. That should be an easy fix. Ta-da! One smidgy little block. One measly little block. Okay. That's it? The whole thing? Because that would be awesome. I think so. Okay. This one's an easy fix. Let me just do this for all the lines. All the way up. Give me a second. Can I grab some water? Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Nectar of life. Okay, now back where we were. And down, 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 and down. Click, click, click. Perhaps this is more fun than it should be. Yes. Victory. Supposedly. Let's double check that. Let's see. That's good. We're going to... Did I miss the torch? Notch says I missed the torch. Torch, 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 torch.
He said never mind.
Oh, he says never mind. Okay. Never mind. If never mind, then never mind. Okay, so that's good. Get that going. We're gonna get this. See what happens. This should run all the way across. Yes! That's beautimous. That's beautimous. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna put that back. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, which should be easy, piece of cake, because it's gonna be the same thing just on the other side. So break it down, break it down, break it down. Oh, whoa, don't break that much. There I go, getting all break happy again. Oops, I replaced it. Okay, now let's get in the rhythm. Break, break, torch. Yes. Break, break, torch. Break, break, torch. Cool. Lots of break, break, torching. Break, break, torching. Oh, shoot. Let me try this again. Break, break, torch. Yes. Break, break, torch. Break, break, torch. Okay. Make sure we got it. Yep, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so that should take care of that. Now, if we break that, by breaking that, we should see lovely representation on the other side of the same thing. Yes, except minus a shadow block thing, which might have just been a lighting error, which is entirely possible. But I really like this new contrast display. I mean, the contrast display is fantastic. It's brilliant. I mean, you look at that, and it just looks fantastic. It actually is amazing to look at compared to like all other display techniques. So, woohoo! That's cool. Figured that one out. And I don't remember who suggested the invisible block in front to create that glitch, but y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Okay, so that one's fixed, that one's fixed. Okay, so now we need to hop down here. Blonk. And replace that. And replace this one over here. So that nothing shows up on the screen. And then go back over here. And put the thingy right here. Right here. We're almost done with this. Almost done. Oh man, look at all this we have to chop out. That's terrible. We have to chop out like a huge massive chunk of this thing. Whatever though. Whatever. Okay, so there's the data. It's here. We're going to start taking a chunk out. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Erase all the things. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, actually, you know, I don't even need to adjust anything on this front line. I don't even know why I'm copying that, because I'm just taking out these chunks, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, and the one below. That's why I was doing it. Right. Okay. The reason why I had to take out those other chunks was, oops, because we had these things here. Pew! Yeah. Yeah, that's just gonna have to be. That's just gonna have to be the case. I'm afraid. That's just how I cast. Yeah, there's not really a way around that, which is fine. Whatever. I can deal with it. I can cope. I don't know. I mean, maybe I can get around that. Well, maybe not. Actually, come to think of it, it's gonna be the same on both, so it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna have to, yeah, okay. So that was cut out, right? Yep. So we're gonna go up one from here. Start cutting all this stuff out from the one above it, which means I get to break more stuff. Woohoo! Die everything! All my hard copied and pasted work. Awesome. Totally awesome. And then we just have to do the same thing down here with the breaking of this stuff. Break repeaters. Perfect. Okay, so that's numbers 1 and 2, which we're going to be stacking. And good stuff. Where are we going to stack this? We're going to stack this like so. Right? Yeah. So if we do here. Thank you. And then we select its companion. Oops. Totally did that wrong, didn't I? Oh well. Now let's select here. And then add its companion up here. Like so. So we have a nice chunk in which to stack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 6, but we'll have some extra, just fine. Stack 6 up. Boink. Have some nice lovely extra that we'll shave off in a minute. And then going down, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Stack 4 down. Like so. We have some nice stuff. Now let's make sure that functions the way it should. We have signal going all the way across, all the way up. Yep, that's the way it should work, and everything's working good. So now we just get rid of this chunk of extra. Set there. Wow. There we go. And yeah, that's good. Then we're going to do the same kind of thing over on this other side. Same general idea, but a lot easier because we're not actually tearing it out this time. We are simply disabling. So if we go over here, that's good. And from this point on, we go break, torch. Break, torch. Break, torch. Break, torch. Lots more break, torching to do. Okay, so that's good. Now we'll do the same thing down below. Wherever it starts, there it is. Doobadoo. Doobadoo. Badoo. 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 Okay. Word Midge says, hello, smiley face. Hello, Word Midge. Okay, so we're going to go up here, and that should be that. That is how it should be. We should be set as far as disabling what needs to be disabled. So if we put down here, and we shut this off. Actually, let's see what that looks like with it on. Should be just, oh, no, I already know what it looks like. Okay, so the question is not, we need to turn this back on. We need to turn this guy off and take a look and see what we see. What do we see? We see some lines there and there. Okay, this is good. This is good. This one we're also going to have to do some tearing out on this side. So we got to figure out where we need to tear out. Going up and up and up and up. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we need to tear out everything from this corner onward. So tear out that and break all. Whoop. Okay, not that. We need that. You stay there. We like you. You are good. Nope. This is the last one that we're going to have to break out. Well, the last row anyway, because this one, it doesn't have anything on this side. So we're just going to, disable everything else, which is easy. It's the breaking, when we have to actually break stuff, that things is a little more complicated, because then we have to stack and blah, 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 and stuff. So, let's see. We're probably going to have the same issue that we've been having this whole entire time, and then we have a repeater in there. So we're going to have to do it so that every other one. So let's go ahead and just start with this one. Break, break, break. Man, so much satisfaction from breaking this. Yes, die. Yeah. Ah. Hey guys, how goes? Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're just gonna stack this. So we're gonna, I think this is this one, just here, boink, like that, and put the one below it, which is here. Ah, right. But before we get too adventurous here, there is one thing we must fix, and that is these repeaters. We must replace these repeaters that are within this little selection with redstone so that it'll function properly, like so. And about. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we should be able to just copy this up without doing any damage or anything. So if we stack this up, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, so 6. Stack 6 up. Okay, cool. Prelude of the Chambered is what I'm making. Word Midge asks. So Prelude of the Chambered is, yeah. I'll let the guys in the channel answer that so that I can focus on what I'm doing. Yes, but yes, that is what I'm making. Prelude of the Chambered. Oh no, I just accidentally did that. I did not want to do that. Shoot. Oh well. Where's my secondary post? Oh, it's right there. And first, it's right there. Okay, good. Because we still have to stack this down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stack 4 down. Like so. Which is pretty groovy. It's pretty groovy. I think that's, yeah, that's all of it. Okay, so now we just got to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to tear out some stuff. The same thing first, set that to air because, yeah. Now we're going to tear out some stuff on the other side. How long will it take me to complete this? I don't know. Time. Some time. It all depends on how fast the progress goes. So far the progress has been going pretty well. I have already spent, let's see, this is episode 7, so that would be about 14, 15 something hours, 16, maybe 18, because it's usually about 2.5 hours instead of just 2. So yeah, somewhere in the vicinity of 18 hours or something onto this so far. And almost got the display system working, so woohoo! Let's see, so what we need to do is we need to close the rest of this off. So if we put this here, and this here, this here, this here, If you want to know, if you want to see the rest of it, I've got all of the episodes. This is episode 7, so episode 6 and 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1 are all on my YouTube channel, which you can check out. I've only got a limited amount of time on here left, so I want to get done as much as I can, and you know, stuff. So I don't want to. It's nothing against you. I just don't want to spend the time that I have doing a tour of what I've done so far. So, let's see. Am I going to have a death system? Well, that depends. I'm debating actually putting some little bad guys in it. If there's no bad guys, then there's no death. But that's still kind of just in my head. I'm still working on the idea for that. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that or not. And the reason is because, you know, this is not going to be the most. I mean, we're not playing Quake 3 here, so we don't have a whole lot of response time for player inputs. So fighting is pretty much going to have to be like turn-based. So, you know, I mean, it's still possible to do, but it's going to be a little more tricky, per se. Thank you, Jeff, dude, for showing up. It's good to see you. Take care. Have fun. And all that good stuff. Okay, so let's see, where are we, and where are we gonna, okay, so we're gonna start chewing this stuff out. So if we start chewing this out, that, okay, so we start chewing here. Okay, so we've chewed out all of the stuff that is to be chewed out. And we're going to chew out a little bit more. Well, yeah, the redstone here, like so. Okay, so now we need to do the same thing that we did before, which is go up by 1 and mess around with it some more. So we have to chew out some more stuff. See, where did we stop? We stopped here, so we need to go up here and chew out this stuff and everything over from there. So, right? Yep, I think so. Yep. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Now what we're going to do is replace the yeah, so we need to replace, oh, I See Dead Kittens is already on it. Okay, cool. Thank you, I See Dead Kittens. Appreciate your assistance in this matter. So I'm going to select that, get rid of that, and we're going to go down to here. We're going to select that. So we have our block, and we're going to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So 5. So stack 5 up. Or was that too many? Oh wait, undo. I think we screwed up. I think my selection was wrong. Because I just tried stacking it. And it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Why? I ask why. Stack 1 up. 2. Stack 4 up. Okay, so it was just 4. I just miscounted. I was off by 1. That's fine. So we got that. That's looking good. Got that. That's looking good. All of it's looking good. It's all looking like it's supposed to. And then we're going to subtract it down by, or move it down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stack 6 down. And then we've got all of our lovelies. Lovely lovelies. We seem to have some extra blocks here. For some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why are there extra blocks? That doesn't make any sense. I did not keep extra blocks. Weird. There are just randomly extra blocks here that didn't get deleted. Oh, I know why. Because this is where the pistons are supposed to be. Because I erased the pistons, then the pistons moved up, and it brought the blocks up with them. And stuff. These are entirely superfluous. And it's actually superfluous for me to be wasting time breaking them. It's a superfluous of superfluitude. This on top, though. That needs to go away. And set air, and poof, all gone. Okay, so that should be everything that we have fixed on the back side. The only thing that's left, and I don't even have to do anything for the last, well, I probably should though, because I am going to be adding stuff to it later. Because I'm going to be adding stuff to it later, I should probably do it now while I still have it fresh in my mind, because otherwise I'll go back and I'll be like, how come this isn't working? And you guys will have to be, you idiot, it's because you didn't do this other thing earlier when you should have done it earlier. So how old am I? I am 26 years old. A ripe old age of 26. Torch, right? Go back. There we go. Ay! Getting ahead of myself. Too quick. I'm too quick. Too quick on the click. Oh yeah, that rhymes. Alright, so blah blah. Okay, so that's done, that's done, that's the way it should be. Everything looks good. There we go. Stick that there. Okay, so now we're going to figure out exactly where we need to cut out for these. And these last ones, we're not actually going to be tearing anything out at this point. We don't need to. We can just block it off and power it the whole way up. Oops, wrong one. Block it off and power it. Let's go down to the bottom and just work our way up. Because it's easier. Da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. There we go. Do do do. Oops, that one's already done. Can I make Minecraft within Minecraft? Theoretically, yes. I could make a very, 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 very simplistic version of Minecraft inside of Minecraft. But that's not what I'm working on right now, because that's hard. It's hard, and I want to make this game work. You know, started Prelude. My first 3D game was Prelude of the Chambered. I want to finish Prelude of the Chambered because it was only there. It's incomplete, so I want to finish it. I want to get it done. I want to make a version that works. And from what I'm learning from this. You know, that'll all be very useful and very beneficial when I actually do, hey, go away, when I actually do decide to take on the challenge of Minecraft in Minecraft. I know that there are a couple of other people who are taking the 3D game engine type thing that I've built here and making a Minecraft in Minecraft. I think that there's a couple of those that are in the works right now. By several different people, so I probably won't be the first one to get it done. But I might try my hand at it. I don't know. I mean, if somebody makes a really awesome one before I even get started on mine, then you know maybe I'll just let that go. No, I'll just work on something else. Come up with some other project. Yeah, actually, oops. Hans Lemerson has made Terraria in Minecraft. I mean, essentially, Hans actually he calls it Minecraft in Minecraft, but it is a lot more like Terraria than Minecraft, because his is not 3D. It's kind of a 2D side-scrolling thing like Terraria is. So he was the first one to technically make Minecraft / Terraria in Minecraft, but hopefully hopefully me, but at the same time hopefully not, will be the first person to make Minecraft, a 3D version of Minecraft in Minecraft. And I say hopefully not me because I want to play it. And it's a lot easier for someone else to build it so that I can play it, rather than me having to build it so that I can play it. Because I don't know if you figured this out by now, but I'm lazy. I don't want to do it. If I don't have to, if somebody else comes along and makes it, awesome. That's great. Go them. Alright. So that should be it. I think I just finished off the last little bit that I needed to do for the fixing of the occlusion culling system, so that everything should draw properly now. And by everything drawing properly, what that means is that I should actually be able to make something look like a room. That'd be cool. Let's give it a shot. Why not? Both sides should be working great. I mean, what better way to test it than to actually manually draw a room? Let's see. What should we have our room have? Well, first off, let's have our room have... we're going to go with the occlusion ones first. So break that first. And that'll be good. We'll have a hallway off to the left here, right? Alright, so if we're going to do a hallway off to the left. Let's see, so that's broken. That's good. I don't think this is the one that I want. No, I want the other one. Right here, I believe. Let's see. That should have all the way off to the left. Yep, that's good. That's good. Now we need to have it set up with the right... I think that's this one. I'm doing this by memory. I'm not actually doing it via by looking at my thing, which I probably should be, because that'll be a lot faster than trying to do it by memory. What is this one then? I don't even remember what this one is. Or is this one erased? Let's find out. Hang on a second. Let me pull up my documents. Oops. Actually, I need paint. Where's paint? Good old paint. Paint. And we're going to open up the imagery for the walls and zoom our way in and take a look at what we should be drawing. Yeah, that's what I thought. This first one should be one solid line, but apparently it might have gotten damaged when we were rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding, which wouldn't surprise me in the least. So we are going to have to replace that. I'll make sure that there's still visual data on at least some of these, because otherwise that would suck. We will have broken the visual data on all of them. Nope, I see a torch. I see a torch. Yay, that makes me happy. Okay. So let's redraw what we should have drawn, what should be there. I'm going to pull this off to the side so I can draw it easier. Okay, so third one down, third one in. Third one in, like so. Yep. And then 1, 2, 3. There we go. So I'll put torches on all of these. I kind of figured we'd be losing the very front visual data through all of our meanderings and disablings. 1, 2, 3. He's broken. Okay, there we go. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, because that's how it needs to be. Do 1, 2, third one in, third from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, there we go. And start adding in the visual data again. Hopefully this is the only one that really got damaged. I think it is, but I don't know for sure. So we'll have to see. And oh, what? Oh. I think I'm too far. Yeah, 1, break, 2, break, 3, and then the 4. Okay. That should be good. Okay. Alright, so now we should have a nice line to show off. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of like a hallway going off to the left there. Now, if in the next row back is also a corner, which we need to activate, so we need to activate this one. And that should add a nice corner here, but an incomplete corner. And why is that incomplete? Let's find out. It might just be broken. A broken torch. Okay, so that's on. Okay. Yeah, it's just a broken torch. Okay, cool. Which one is it? Over. Oh, okay. Is that? And you should be on. There we go. I wonder if we have that same problem over here. No, we don't. Yay! Ah! Ah! Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we have a lovely. Looks like a hallway going off to the left. Which is good. Yeah, that's kind of how it's supposed to look. Alright, so now we need the middle piece on the back end, which I think is this one. And that will make a nice wall on the backside. Yep, good. And we're also going to need the last one on the end, which is the third row back onto third row back. So, to make, yeah, nice little end piece there. Okay, so we're starting to see some stuff. Looks like we might be missing some invisible blocks here or something to cause that lighting. Or it might just be lighting. I don't know. Don't really care. Not a big deal. So that we have the stuff on the left done. Now, if we wanted to continue on to the right, what are we gonna make? We're gonna have it. We're gonna have it continue on. So we're gonna have it so that this one is on. Wow, that's all kinds of screwed up. How'd that get so screwed up? Let's find out. First, we track down how this pixel is active, because that pixel should definitely not be active at the moment. Because nothing is active back here at the moment. Where is that pixel? It is not active back here. Is it active over here somewhere? Ah, here we are. Active. Why is there a pixel here? That is a random and unusual place for a pixel. Okay, well, there's a torch here, so we'll just get rid of that torch. Must have been left over from debugging or something. I don't know, but we'll get rid of it because it is not needed. Now we've got all those passing through, and they're all passing through. And now we've got some ones that are being blocked. That should be extended. Why is that not extended? Now let's figure out why that's not extended. That is not extended because reasons. That makes sense, actually. We needed to make a fix here. And it's one of the ones we forgot to make a fix for. So put that there, and yay! Okay. Cathet! It's a birthday tomorrow. Awesome. Happy birthday, Cathet. Okay, so much fixing that. I have that same issue back down here. Somehow one of those is not being transferred on. Okay, so these are all getting passed through. Is this the lower section or is this upper? This is the upper. The lower is down below. And probably the exact same reason that the other one was having an issue. Is that we were missing, yeah. Okay. Easy fix. Very easy. There we go. Okay. So that solves that. And yeah, so now we have like a big room coming out here. So if we have a big room coming out there, let's see, which one is the drawing that I need for the interior, that exterior wall there? Guess is that? Huh. Well, that's certainly interesting. Or did I decide not to? Ha ha ha. I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at my diagram, and according to my diagram, I don't have a wall that comes this way in my diagram. Which is a problem, as we need a wall that comes this way if we're going to be able to show a room that is, 2 spaces wide. I think. Yeah, see, this should also have one that is sticking out over here, but it does not. Interesting. Huh. I thought that I had drawn them all properly, but apparently I have not. I'm missing some pieces. Well, it means that I'm missing this particular wall from the potential drawings. There should be another a similar chunk to this depth of wall, and there is not. So what that means essentially is I have to add another layer of stuff. Well, this is an interesting dilemma. In that, now I'm faced with a logistical dilemma. In that, since I'm designing my own level and I'm not going with Prelude of the Chambered 1, I'm not actually going with the level that the actual Prelude of the Chambered is. How about I change up my level design so that there are no rooms that are too wide, and there are only hallways that are 1 wide. Realistically, from a gameplay perspective, and this might sound like me justifying not doing more work, and in a way it kind of is, but from a realistic perspective, since it takes so long to move in this game, having it all be hallways, 1 wide hallways, instead of 2 wide capable 2 wide rooms or whatever, it would make sense. But at the same time, I don't know if that problem is going to pop up in another way. I could foresee where that would probably no, that's still not going to work. Okay, so basically what I'm going to have to do is draw up some more imagery to match this up, shift this all back a row or 2, and draw up some new images, which is not going to be, it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. Okay, so if we shift this, see, if I put a block, let's see what happens when I put this there. Yeah, see, if I put that there, And I don't know, let's put another, well, there's a corner in there too, so I better break that corner here. And another corner here. Yeah, another piston is randomly on. Another pixel. Let's figure out where that pixel is. Where's that pixel that's just randomly on? That's the second one up from the bottom. So it must be a default pixel pushed somewhere here. Probably in this section. One of these activated sections. Yep, there it is. Yep, it's like a hallway. So we've got a hallway. And, of course, that's kind of like a dead-end hallway. So, like, the player would never really actually move that way. And if we would to turn right, the room would be too wide, which is something that, you know, I can't really do. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to draw up that extra... I'm going to have to draw up that extra bit and then install it. It should be pretty easy. I mean, it's basically just shift this over, duplicate it, and then fix some pixels. Since I haven't built the actual like level engine yet, you know, it's not like I have to modify that in any way, shape, or form. So it's a good thing I didn't get around to the level engine anyway. One of these days, I'm gonna get to the level engine, people. Seriously. I swear. So yeah, and this looks good. Let's see how it looks from the user interface. All right, so from the user interface, we'd be like, oh yeah, look, we can see stuff, and this looks good. And look, I'm looking over here, and okay, let's turn to the left. And so we'd hop down here, and then we'd turn to the left, and move forward to move forward, and turn right to turn right, which is good. And then action button. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, it looks good from the controller perspective, anyway. So that's awesome. All right. Well, we are 2 hours and 17 minutes into the broadcast, so we're, you know, a little overtime, like we do. Not quite as overtime as we normally are. And since I can't really go much further without, you know, building a whole new thing or without adding the missing imagery into it, I think we're going to call it a day at 2 hours and 17 or 2 hours and 18 minutes. So, yeah. We've got some good visual displays things. Everything seems to be looking good as far as that goes. A few minor pixels here and there that are going to need some fixing, but, you know, whatever. And, yeah, that's pretty awesome. So we're going to be, I think we're going to be wrapping it up right here. So thank you all for watching. Very much appreciate it. I know this is the second episode in a row where we didn't actually get to the level logic, which is unfortunate. But, you know, what are you going to do? That's how this stuff goes. So yeah, we got that. We'll be playing around with that soon. I'll be drawing up the new imagery so that we can install it in the next episode, and hopefully that won't take too long, but most likely it will, because, you know, that's just how it is. And yeah, so next week will be a lot of fun, per se. Also, for those of you who may have missed my announcement earlier, there is now a Redstone Development School, which is really cool. And it's SC, Samuel Charlie, .theRDF.net is the IP address for that. And you can work with a lot of our teachers and stuff. Sometimes me, I'm not on there all that often, but yeah, I'll hop on when I can and do some stuff. So if you're interested in learning some Redstone, go check it out. Our guys can teach you all that we know, or all that we don't know, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Very much appreciate it, and we'll see you same time next week, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Friday. And yeah, until then, happy redstoning.